If you're over 60, tomorrow morning, don't rush to stand up right away. Not because you're weak, but because the very first moment your feet touch the floor is when your body is most likely to lose control during the entire day. Most people think that stiff hips or feeling slightly unsteady after waking up is completely normal. That's just aging. But there's a truth very few people ever tell you. What causes you to lose balance is not your age. It's that your hip muscles haven't fully woken up yet. And when the muscles are not ready, the joints are forced to take over. That's how dependence begins, slowly, quietly, almost without you noticing. Throughout the night, your body never truly stops working, but it does reduce its level of control. Blood flow slows down, the nervous system rests, and the deep muscles around the hips and pelvis become almost silent, especially the muscles responsible for keeping you stable when standing on one leg. And this is the important part. When you jump out of bed too quickly in the morning, your entire body weight drops onto your hips and knees while your stabilizing muscles are still not fully ready. That slight feeling of unsteadiness is not random. It is a small gap in your body's ability to control movement. And if that gap repeats every single day, it slowly turns into a pattern of dependence without you even realizing it. I want you to pay attention to something. Almost every morning, you need a few seconds to regain your balance, don't you? If that sounds familiar, leave the number 8 inches the comments below, just so I know you understand exactly what this feels like. Because once you recognize the problem, you can begin to change it. And trust me, in most cases, it is not caused by age. It's simply that the muscles have not been properly awakened. And that is something that can absolutely improve. So the question becomes this. If the problem is not aging itself, but muscles that have not been properly activated, does that mean the solution is to train harder? No. This is one of the most common misunderstandings. Many people believe that improving balance means going to the gym, doing squats, lifting weights. But the truth is, the most dangerous moment of the day is not when you exercise. It's the first 10 seconds after getting out of bed. So why not address the problem at the exact moment it begins? I'm not asking you to change your entire life. I only want you to change the first 5 minutes of your morning. No equipment, no getting down on the floor, no pushing yourself too hard. Just wake the system up. We're going to go through 3 simple steps. The first step helps your nervous system reconnect with your glute muscles. The second builds safe, weight-bearing strength. And the final step, the most important one, helps you feel stable and grounded right before you stand up. By the end of this, you'll understand why so many people notice a difference after only a few mornings. And I want you to test it for yourself tomorrow. Now, let's begin with the simplest step of all. Lie comfortably on your back. Your legs can stay straight, or slightly bent if that feels better for your lower back. Rest your arms naturally at your sides. Now, I want you to do something very small. Gently squeeze your glute muscles. No need to tighten as hard as possible. No need to hold your breath. Just squeeze enough to feel the muscles waking up. Hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Then completely relax. Let the muscles sink back into the mattress. Repeat this 10 times. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But here's the important part. When you contract a muscle without moving the joint, you are sending an electrical signal from the brain down to the muscle. It's like turning the connection back on. After the age of 60, the problem is not that the muscles disappear. The problem is that the signal becomes slower. And when the signal slows down, your reflexes slow down too. And slower reflexes are what cause balance loss, not a lack of absolute strength. This is something many people are never told. Balance begins with the nervous system, not with big muscles. With just these 10 slow contractions, you are increasing blood flow, improving the speed of muscle response, preparing the system before it has to support weight. You've just switched the system back on, and we still haven't even left the bed yet. Now we're going one step further. Bend your knees. Place your feet flat on the bed, about hip-width apart. Keep your lower back gently pressed into the mattress. Don't arch upward. Don't lift your hips. And this is the part I want you to pay attention to. A lot of people think that building stronger hips means lifting the hips as high as possible, like a traditional bridge exercise. But for adults over 60, that is not always safe, especially on a soft mattress. We do not need exaggerated movement. We need control. Now, instead of lifting your body, simply press your heels down into the mattress. Press down, hold for 3 seconds, then relax. Repeat 10 times. You'll feel your glutes and the back of your thighs tighten firmly. This is real-world strength. Not strength for showing off, but strength that helps you stand up from a chair without pushing with your hands. Strength that helps you climb stairs without forcing all the pressure into your knees. And there's another misunderstanding I want you to let go of. The belief that walking every day is enough to keep your hips strong. Walking is excellent, but walking does not always activate the deep, stabilizing muscles enough. If those deep muscles are weak, you may still be able to walk, but your body will begin compensating through the joints. And over time, that compensation is what creates fatigue and slowly steals your confidence. Every time you press your heels into the mattress, you are telling your body, I still have control over the act of standing up. You are not training to become younger again. You are training so you do not become dependent on others. And most importantly, you are doing it safely. Now we're going to work on the part that most people completely overlook. Side-to-side stability. You may feel strong when standing straight, but loss of balance usually happens when the body shifts to one side. When you miss a step on the stairs, when you turn too quickly, when you step sideways to avoid an obstacle. These are not forward and backward movements. They are side hip movements. And the muscle that determines whether you stay stable in those moments is the gluteus medius. Now, gently roll onto one side. Bend your knees to about 45 degrees. Keep your heels touching together. Stack your hips on top of each other. Keep your back straight. Don't lean backward. Slowly lift the top knee upward. Only lift as high as you can control. Hold for 1 second, then lower it slowly. Repeat 10 to 12 times. Then switch sides. This movement looks very small, but this is the part that creates a major difference. Every step you take is a moment where your body balances on one leg. If the gluteus medius is weak, the pelvis subtly drops with every step. You may not notice that small collapse right away, but your body does. And when the body does not feel stable, the brain automatically slows you down. You walk more cautiously. You become more hesitant. You start avoiding places you once moved through comfortably. This is how confidence slowly erodes. Not because you are weak, but because the side-to-side stabilizing system is no longer strong enough. I want you to remember this. Loss of balance does not happen because you are getting older. It happens because the muscles are not responding quickly enough. And the ability to respond quickly can absolutely be trained. Right there in your bed, without proving anything to anyone. Just gaining a little more control than you had yesterday. Now we come to the most important part. The part that creates the most noticeable difference before you even stand up. Lie on your back again. Gently cross your right ankle over your left knee, creating a figure 4 position. If the stretch already feels strong enough, you can simply stay there. If it feels comfortable, place your hands behind your left thigh and gently pull it toward your chest. You'll feel a deep stretch through the right hip. Keep it comfortable. There is no need for pain. Now here is the part many people have never tried before. While holding that stretch, gently press the right knee slightly outward. Just a small movement. Hold for 3 seconds. Then relax. Repeat 10 times. Then switch sides. This combination of stretching and activation does 2 things at the same time. It releases the deep muscles that often place mild pressure on the sciatic nerve. And at the same time, it wakes up the hip rotator muscles that help keep you stable when turning and shifting direction. And this is the moment I want you to realize something important. You are not becoming weaker because of age. Your body simply has not been properly prepared before taking on load. When you combine stretching with activation, you teach the body how to become both mobile and stable at the same time. That is what real balance actually is. Not big muscles. Not intense workouts, but a system that works together smoothly. And you just trained that system right there in your bed, before your very first step even touched the floor. Now stay still for a moment. Take a deep breath. Notice how your hips feel. Maybe they feel a little warmer. Maybe they feel lighter. Or maybe they simply feel more stable. That is not random. Your nervous system has been activated. The muscles around your hips have received fresh blood flow. Your pelvis is now prepared to support weight. You haven't done anything intense, but you have prepared the system. And preparation always creates confidence. Now gently roll onto one side. Slowly sit up. Place both feet on the floor. Don't rush to stand immediately. Feel your feet touching the ground. Feel your hips holding you upright. And when you stand, slow the movement down for just a moment. No need to push with your hands unless you truly need to. Just rise with control. That small feeling of stability is exactly what you are protecting every single day. Most people are not afraid of pain. They are afraid of losing the ability to stand up on their own, afraid of needing someone else to help them walk. But independence is not lost in a single day. It disappears when we stop preparing for it. 5 minutes every morning. That is not just exercise. It is a reminder that you still have control over your body. If you want to continue protecting that ability, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll continue sharing simple, safe, and practical ways to help you maintain strength, balance, and independence after 60. Not to become younger again, but to stay independent longer. Now imagine tomorrow morning. Sunlight coming through the window. You sitting at the edge of the bed. Back straight. Hips steady. Breathing calm and even. You stand up. No wobbling. No fear. No searching for something to hold on to. You walk through your own home with calm confidence. You still control your body. You still own your space. And there is absolutely no reason you cannot continue living that way.